check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're ready for some Triple S Trophy women's action. Now, I know we're a very small crowd today, so I'm going to need all of your energy. Is that okay? There we go. Okay, so without further ado, I introduce your first finalist for the Triple S Trophy women's. The University of Strathclyde, with number 4, Jodie Gibb. Let's go, Jodie. Number 5, Olivia Rocca. Number 6, Laura Rodriguez-Maga. Number 7, Katie Simpson. Number 8, Jennifer Law. Number 9, Captain Sophie Shepherd. Number 10, Grace Adams. Number 11, Melissa Graham. Number 12, Molly McHugh. Number 14, Morgan Bailey. And number 15, Africa Shadidu. With head coach Deborah Hart. Introducing your second finalist from the University of Edinburgh, number 3, Jenny Torres. Number 5, Eva Kerr. Number 6, Rose Harvey. Number 7, Iona Santiago. Number 11, Ayala Salou. Number 12, Luisa Velasquez. Number 14, Eva Loftus. Number 20, Lucy Lemon. Number 22, Elise Tweedy. And number 32, Elia Assis. We're head coach, Bob Singers. Ladies and gentlemen, I give to you your 2022 Triple S Women's Trophy finalists.
And welcome to the Emirates Arena for the SSS Trophy Final, which sees Edinburgh Uni going up against Strathclyde for the silverware. I'm Rona Lightbody and I'm joined by Eamon today on the mic, and we are really both looking forward to this game. Talking to both coaches before the game, Coach Debbie Hart of Strathclyde Uni was saying that her team are delighted to be here, and they're just really looking forward to enjoying the final in itself. Coach Bart Sengers, he's looking for his team to come out and win the silverware. They've been performing well. He was pointing out that this is their 27th game of the season so far, so plenty of experience under their belt within that team, and we're just 24 seconds from getting underway. So Eamon, what are you looking forward to in today's game?
Well, it's just great to have the finals here, obviously at Emirates Arena. This is the second year for the tournament. Last year was hosted at Dundee University. So really just looking forward to kind of a professional element on the court side. And we do have some great players out there. It's just a culmination of a great tournament so far.
No, definitely, and I think we had the men's final last week, which kind of ended up going down to the wire. So that's the thing you enjoy after the World Cup last night. England maybe not agree, but anything can happen when it's a one-off game. So I assume Strathclyde will go out, they'll play with no fear. Edinburgh Uni know they've got standards and things to uphold, so they'll be looking to really make their mark on this game early. I expect to see a lot of high-tempo defence from Edinburgh Uni. Don't know if Strathclyde are going to go out, match them up man to man, or they'll maybe decide to sit in a zone, try and force the outside shot. But Edinburgh Uni do have shooters, so that's something they're going to have to be aware of from both sides.
Yeah, I think the interesting part about this is part of the essence of the tournament is making sure all Scottish universities have an opportunity to compete against each other. So Edinburgh play in the Prem for Bucks, so it means they actually haven't played any Scottish unis apart from this tournament, and Strathclyde in Tier 1, so it is going to be quite a big challenge for Strathclyde to be playing that team that's a higher league there. But like I said, it's kind of the essence of the tournament. We really want to see these games go ahead.
Big tip from Tweedy winning that easily. Kerr just looking to test the defence there. It does look like they've come out into a 2-1-2 zone that we thought they might. Edinburgh will be looking to pass the ball against that, find the open player. Eva Kerr with a rebound, dishes it back out to Harvey. Nice little behind the back. Nice finish. I think that's something that's going to be crucial, isn't it? Is rebound. If Strathclyde can force the outside shot, lower percentage, but they're going to have to clean up on the boards.
Yeah, I think it's going to come down to effort from Strathclyde's point of view. But if they can deny that first one, it's great, but they will have to tidy up inside. Yeah,
nice block there from Tweedy down at the other end. Strathclyde keep possession. It's nice in the lane defence there from Harvey. Kerr taking it down, 4 points personal, 4-0 to Edinburgh Uni to start the game. Malaga just under a lot of pressure there on the outside. Feel like Strathclyde are going to maybe have to pass the ball around as opposed to trying to drive against these players, because we know they've got good individual defence.
Yeah, I think you're quite right there. A lot of the ball movement is going to come down and be a great benefit to Strathclyde.
10 seconds on the shot clock. It's just going to be relentless today. Shot there from Malaga. Picked up those boards though. Great work. Lovely drive.
A great effort.
Africa just blocked there underneath the hoop, but nice take. Lovely dish and finish, Harvey to Tweedy there. That's that 27 games experience coming in. You just know where your player's going to be.
I think it's that tempo there. It was great Strathclyde having a go, but they'll need to get back on defence, so Edinburgh are going to pick up those easy buckets. Here we go again.
Good defence there from Africa again, putting her under pressure, not giving the easy layup and not fouling, which is always what you don't want to do.
Yeah, that's it. You want to deny that but not give anything away.
It's so tempting when the ball's right there though, isn't it? Edinburgh going with the full court press at the moment. Found a nice pass up over the top. Graham
Good
looking
drive.
for the drive. Ooh, just doesn't fall. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, very
3D
unlucky
strong
there.
on the boards. These things will drop for Strathclyde, and it's just keeping going with it. Little foot interception there. Strathclyde making an early change. Grace Adam coming onto the court, and Morgan Bale taking a seat.
Yeah, Strathclyde do have the larger bench, so we'll probably be looking towards that to try and make use of it, try to get everybody a run to keep that energy up.
Definitely. Get some nerves out the way as well, the quicker they get into the game.
Absolutely.
Back to Harvey for 3. That's that one where you've got to find the person, you've got to box them out, because Edinburgh aren't going to give that up easy. 3D won the jump, so Strathclyde ball. There's that pressure again. Speaking to Coach Hart before the game, she was saying Molly, number 12, was going to be one of their key players today, so probably looking to her to bring the ball up, take some responsibility of it as well. I think they were watching the World Cup last night.
Yeah, I was going to say, a wee bit of foot action there.
2 foot calls in the past 30 seconds.
Strong defence from Edinburgh there.
It's good though. I don't think Strathclyde look like they're panicking though at the moment. You know, they know they've conceded a few baskets, but they don't seem to be going away from their thing.
Yeah,
which
it's
is
not.
good.
It doesn't seem to be the pressure. They're taking the chances. Might lose the ball, but they're not panicking, like you said. Although,
Here's Tweedy again under the board. She's using that height well. It's just maybe keeping that ball a little bit higher against players who are a bit shorter as opposed to bringing it down. I think that's just what coach is communicating to her there. Just straight back up as opposed to putting it on the floor.
I think Strathclyde need to try and keep her away from right under there. I don't think they're going to win the height battle, but if they can keep her out, they may get some good.
Nice little step through there.
Travel.
Just felt like Edinburgh sort of slowed up there. There wasn't much movement unless they were looking for an isolation over there, but that's what a zone can do to you.
I think Edinburgh got the first few baskets, probably trying to just challenge that defence just to see where they can open it up early on.
It's unfortunate, you just don't want to pick the ball up that close to the sideline, and then it forces a loopy pass, causing a turnover. Nice step round. Stimp drop from Tweedy, still 6 to Edinburgh Uni. Strathclyde yet to get on the boards. Both coaches on their feet. How do you think both coaches are at the moment? Do you think they're quite happy with how things are going, wanting a bit more?
Well, I think Bart obviously be appreciating the lead. I'm sure that's going to be keen to kind of get out there starting off. But I think he said Coach Hart as well. I think be happy that Edinburgh haven't ran away with it quite yet, so they're still in there to see how it goes. So I think it's been a positive start for both, and I think both coaches will be very happy.
Yeah, you just like to think once Strathclyde can get on the board, that'll maybe settle them. But that first basket can always sometimes be one of the hardest baskets to get.
Absolutely, I think once they get that first one, it'll start to flow a bit.
And they're
better
getting good looks. Like they're getting good looks. They're getting close. They're not forcing daft outside shots. It's just not dropping for them at the moment. As Edinburgh go down the line and convert.
No, I think and this is what we're going to see. I think you're right. They're doing good drives in Strathclyde end, so it's not falling. But then Edinburgh get those quick rebounds and are up the court so fast they actually make the bucket.
3 changes coming in for Edinburgh Uni with Louisa, Iona and Lucy checking into the game, and Rose, Elise and Myella taking a seat.
Like you said, Edinburgh have had quite a season so far, up to 27 games, so I'm sure again they want to use their bench, get everybody involved.
Played on Friday night in the National League against Cats. Coach Sengers was saying he wasn't overly impressed with how they performed, although they came away with the win, so he'll be looking for them to right some of those wrongs today. Big 3. Sort of 3 you like to go in, turns them over in the defence. Lovely pass there from Lemon inside. Oh, unfortunate on the finish. It's almost a bit like a quarterback pass there, picked out the player in amongst the 2 Edinburgh girls.
Let's go straight to the front.
playing quite a few jump balls so far. Do you think that's just a sign of a bit of nerves or the tough defence that's been played?
I think it's more the tough defence. I think it's wanting to get involved.
Open layup, finishes it off this time, and it's in for Kirpizi. They're doing it at both ends of the floor at the moment.
Yeah,
nice
there is plenty of grit there.
Goes up to the 3, not in this time. Malaga coming away with that rebound, leading the open player. Grace Adams just trying to go over the player as opposed to under. Being able to hold a team, to no scores in the first sort of 5.5 minutes is impressive by Edinburgh.
No, it absolutely is. Again, though, I do think Strathclyde had those looks, just being a bit unlucky to at least get a few of them to drop.
And they will start to fall.
Yeah.
It's going to start to fall for them. It's just getting it there and keeping the confidence. Goes for the 2, in and out.
Yeah, I think that's the confidence they have to keep up, but they have been able to show it so far, if it's not been going.
Maybe tiring a bit as well, this Strathclyde team. Lovely block there by Adam. Just wasn't able to keep a hold of it. 6 seconds left in the shot clock. They're going to get something off. They do indeed with the 3. Capriano unfortunate with the miss. Grace Adams come on and done a job in there so far, hasn't she? It's a bit more undersized, but she had the block, she's got the rebound, she's drawn the foul.
Like that block is exactly what you want to see in there. Try and make sure it's not easy for Edinburgh to get in.
Strathclyde called the timeout. What do you think Coach Debbie Hart's going to be saying to her team now? Or do you think she's looking to give them a rest? I
think definitely a rest is in there. They want to just take a break, calm down. I think they had started strong, started to let a few more easy baskets in. So I think she wants maybe take the tempo down a wee bit and just let them kind of rest. But I think also just try and give them some confidence. They've got the looks, they will fall eventually, like we've said, so it's to make sure that their heads don't go in too early.
No, definitely. And, they've come into this game, we've talked about Edinburgh United playing in the tier above. They're going out and playing teams of a higher standard than we'd have maybe in the tier 1 of the Scottish League, but they're not playing, I wouldn't say they're playing with that fear or they're playing with a lack of confidence. They're like a team that you can see why they've got to the final, like they have.
Absolutely. Like you said, Edinburgh will be playing a more regular sort of higher level of team, but Strathclyde aren't let that phase them. They've come out making sure that they have to work for the points. There's not been anything easy too much there, so hopefully it keeps up the rest of the game as well.
I also think, pressure's on Edinburgh to show why they play in the league above, why they've got the performance programme. Strathclyde, they've got nothing to lose at the moment.
Yeah.
Are they the Morocco of the final? I just to watch the World Cup.
But no, I think you're quite right. It's really for Edinburgh to prove why they are there. So for Strathclyde, it's just go out there, show their best.
It'll be Strathclyde to inbound after that foul. 3:51 on the clock, 14 to Edinburgh Uni, and unfortunately still 0 to Strathclyde. Another sub, Jenny Torrance has come on for Edinburgh Uni and replaced Maya. Another 2 there for Edinburgh, puts them on to 16. Ooh, nice over the top pass in for Africa, and the and one.
So we did say it would drop eventually, so now they've got off. Let's see.
And that's a good way to start. Hopefully 3-point play, put them on the board. You feel like it's been coming as well. Africa's been doing a good job in there. Strong drive to the hoop.
Yeah, I think she's had a good few drives already. That's just not been lucky.
Fortunately, it doesn't make the and one. Quick dish out to Edinburgh. Lovely find inside, straight back down the other end. Fair play though to Africa, missed the free throw at the other end, made sure she hustled back in defence, although she did come at the foul. At least you can say the hustle was there.
Yeah. I think that's going to be part of Strathclyde's game today. There's a lot of hustle and heart there.
Yeah. Myla checking back in, and Sophie Shepherd, the captain, also checking in for Strathclyde. First one no good for Lucy. She's looking to split these, score the second, and she does. Oh, just needed to lift that pass a little bit higher over Torrance there. A little bit stuck down on that baseline. Lovely find. What a pass.
It's a shame you couldn't convert there.
Yeah. Big three from Torrance. Straight off the bench. Instant impact. Nice finish. Oh, lovely behind the back. Loses our defenders. Really nice work there by Molly. Quite a lot of blocks going on today. I like that in a girls' game.
Well, I think it's both teams are just going for that drive. They're not just playing on the outside.
Yep.
They're getting right in there. There's some good height in both teams, so that's going to be helping.
Nice dish down the court. Good assist and basket good.
You know, these passes from Edinburgh are starting to look very nice.
Yeah, I guess that's their confidence growing as well. But equally, at some of these passes, if you don't pull them off, your coach is going, what on earth were you thinking?
She's not been benched yet, so I think Bart's appreciating it for the moment.
Mile at the end of that again. Grace Adam with the ball. Nice pick there by Molly to give her some space. She keeps going. Nice step through. Draws that foul. Nice footwork there, you know, to keep going, keep the ball alive. Step throughs are something that's becoming so much more used because they're so underrated.
I think we're starting to see in Strathclyde in a few individuals that are really starting to kind of come out and show confidence that are going to make a wee bit of difference for them.
Yep.
32.
Aaliyah checks in for the first time for Uni for Eva Kerr. It's put in a decent shift so far. 24 Edinburgh Uni, 2 to Strathclyde. Chance to make that 4. Knocks down the first. Yeah, and that's what's going to happen for Strathclyde. They're going to have players who take responsibility and are like, I'm going to step up and do this. Fortunately didn't make the second. They did get the rebound, but because it hadn't hit the hoop, that then goes to an Edinburgh ball automatically. Strathclyde sticking with their 2-1-2 zone. Edinburgh just countering that by plonking someone at free throw line, someone at the back, and that's where they're getting these easy passing dishes. Jenny Torrance for another 3. Not quite on target this time. Little hand to it, and unfortunately off.
Adam's nearly out the door there.
And it's slippy outside, so you don't want to be going out there.
That's true.
Nice post up in there by Leah. Oh, what a lovely step through. Just a little bit too much of a step through. I think it was just the hop before the step they've called. Simpson back in, and also Morgan Bailey steps back onto the court. Coach Debbie Hart maybe just looking for the right 5 at the moment. Just because it works in another game doesn't mean it'll work in the next.
So I think before that first quarter, just wanting to get everybody in and see how it works.
Yeah. Just over a minute left to play. Grace Adam at the 3-point line. Finds Bailey. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Nice skip the other side. Adam just unable to keep control there. Edinburgh just keeping this ball moving. Nice post up inside, unfortunate miss there. Strathclyde looking for that dish. I like they're still pushing that fast break, you know, not trying to let themselves get tucked in when the press. Nice pass, nice find, nice block. Adams, nice little crossover, absorbs the contact. Nice finish from Bailey. Bit of a hustle play there.
Yeah, it was getting a bit dramatic, but good to get the points.
Yep, 8 seconds left. Edinburgh will be looking to take the last shot of the game. Torrance from outside the 3, melts it down. Almost that same spot as before.
Strong finish from Edinburgh there.
Definitely. So end of the first quarter sees Edinburgh Uni 27 to Strathclyde's 5. I mean, did take Strathclyde 6-7 minutes to get on the board, so they finished strong compared to their start. How do you feel that first quarter's panned out?
I think they did the first half of that quarter. I think it was actually really good to get themselves in it. Was only getting to double digits after a few minutes, and like you said, they did start to warm up, but also seems that Edinburgh have started to warm up also, and I think the worrying thing might be for Strathclyde is Edinburgh starting to hit those threes, which can have a dramatic change to the game for Edinburgh's benefit.
No, definitely, and that was something Singer said before the game. He said, you know, if we sit in a zone, we're going to have to go to threes, and it's going to depend, you know, are we going to be 10 from 30 or are we going to be 15 from 30? And now they're starting to knock them down. Will we see a change from Coach Debbie Hart? We're not very sure at the moment. She might think about putting them out into a man. At the end of the day, you've got nothing to lose. You know, it's a finals. It's not as if you've got a do-over or there's anything you want to keep in your back pocket. So we'll maybe see her come out with that. About 50 seconds until we're back in for the second quarter. So second quarter just about to get underway. It's an Edinburgh ball. Back to Torrance, who just finished the quarter with a 3. So you can understand her confidence in shooting another one. Grace Adam clearing up another board. Dishes it out to Molly. Nice under the hoop. Nice passing round there, and great finish from Katie Simpson.
It's really positive Strathclyde coming to
No,
take
definitely.
the first points.
They got a stop at the other end. They came back down to this end, and there's another stop from Strathclyde. You just feel if they could have got it going like this in the first quarter, it could be a slightly different score, but you know, another 3 quarters to play.
Said they had been finding some good value for that
Ooh,
drive.
lovely pass underneath. What a finish. They've caught them a couple of times now in that back door. I feel like that's a special play that's been drawn up. Bart Singers, you know, I don't think he's going to be doing anything rash yet. You can see Rose Harvey's getting ready to check back in. I assume that'll be for whoever has been cut on back door. Nice rebounding by Edinburgh. Doesn't drop there for Lucy Lemon.
Well, like I said, I don't think Edinburgh will panic, but it's definitely Strathclyde came out and gave them a wee bit of a jump, so they might have to get a bit more confident. Well, there you go, good response.
And they'll also have to be thinking, you know, who are their next matchups in their own leagues respectively, because they want to be taken in a good performance to that, not we did this wrong and that wrong. Nice big rebound there, kept the ball high. Myla doing a good job just sitting in behind the player, almost forcing the turnover, but it's out for a Strathclyde ball. Rose Harvey checking in for Iona there. Strathclyde, you know, they do seem very well organised. They're setting nice picks, they know their plays, people are getting the right spots. 6 seconds left on the clock. Molly forces it up and it goes in. I did say they're going to start to have to drop, and they are starting to drop.
Yeah, they've clearly heard you, so they have responded.
7-0 run to start this quarter for Strathclyde. Things are starting to go their way. Nice dishing inside. Nice find, nice finish. That was some nice textbook basketball there. You know, keeping the Edinburgh team to scoreless for that first 2 minutes. Great job by Strathclyde's D.
Yeah, it's definitely came out a great response from them. Again, it's that confidence. They didn't come out hidden away. They've responded, come out aggressively.
Ooh. Sore 1, 5 seconds on the clock. 4. Going to look to get something away. She was shooting that before it was in her hands, unfortunately. Lucy bringing the ball up the court. It was a good stand there. I think the referees will have seen the hands coming in from number 9. Yes, I was right. Coming in from number 9. Just Sophie Shepherd there, causing the foul. Aaliyah checking out and Aoife Loftus checking back in. At least Tweedy on the floor as well. Lovely interception there. Captain doing what captains do.
Great recovery there from as well.
Edinburgh seem to really like getting up and under the basket, don't they? And then when there's someone there, it's great. And then when there's not, we kind of like, was that the right idea to go so deep and then look for the pass?
Yeah, you put yourself in position. If it comes off, it's great. But if not, you're behind everyone else. It's going to be difficult.
Just giving up that shot there, puts it back to Rose Harvey, known 3-point shooter. Nice hustle there on the boards, keeping it out of Tweedy's hands. Simpson just with the drive there. Nice pick and pop. Ooh, I thought that had gone in, my eyes were just gone. Great hustle from the floor there. From Bailey, big shot from Adams. Doesn't drop either. Lovely find. Coach Bart Senger's calling a timeout, maybe just not quite happy with how his team are playing at the moment. Quite the standard, you know, those little passes that were going well in the first quarter, maybe just not quite so much. Threes maybe just not dropping. You know, it's still Edinburgh Uni in the lead by 17, 29 to Strathclyde's 12, but at the moment you definitely say, you know, Strathclyde are the team that are looking more confident.
Yeah, if you're just going on that only quarter, obviously Strathclyde came out much better, taking the lead there, a few points in this one. But I think Bart's really saying it's good to have that confidence, and they've got that lead, but might just want to tidy things up. Like I said, they've got big games coming up. They might just want to refine that and not get too comfortable, but actually really trying to extend that score to kind of again show why they are playing Bucks Prem at that level, to show they are that sort of higher performance team.
Yeah, they definitely don't want to take their foot off the gas. They want to come, they want to make a statement. Strathclyde, you know, they're starting to feel it a bit, they're getting confident. Shots, you know, I'd say they're making tougher shots now than the ones they were missing in the first quarter, and if then they can start to make the easy ones as well. We've definitely got a game in our hands. We saw UWS last week, they fought back from being quite far down. They're in foul trouble, so anything can happen.
Yeah, a lot of basketball still left to be played.
Yep, I think you can also see with how Bart's rotated back round. He's going out with Maela, Rose, Aoife, Eva and Elise. That's a strong 5 he's got there. He's maybe popped some of his rotational players back on the bench for now. You can hear the crowd really getting behind Strathclyde at the moment. Definitely all making themselves heard. Oh, lovely defence there by Loftus. Tweedy just with that ball on the ground again. Finds the open man though. Does well to keep it in, unfortunately though, just an Edinburgh player. Finds the open player. Rose with the 3, doesn't quite drop. Lovely box out there by Olivia Rucka, and then the ball is forced out of play.
I think FC Edinburgh really coming up on this press here.
Yeah.
Clearly want to win that ball back and get some points quickly.
Definitely. Grace Ann just been tied up with that ball, 2 seconds to get across the half. And it's an 8-second violation there. For those who maybe don't watch basketball that often, you only, when you have inbound the ball in your own backcourt, you only have 8 seconds to get it across the halfway line, or else it's an automatic turnover, which unfortunately is what happened to Strathclyde there from some excellent defence from Edinburgh. Rose Harvey with the 3 again, doesn't drop. At least Tweedy over 3 players there, gets the boards, just can't get the put back.
It's great to have that confidence in a shooter when you know Tweedy's going to be in there collecting the boards.
Definitely. Simpson just got a bit tied up there, did well to keep it. Gets it round to Molly. Lots of big swinging passes getting put across, but tall players on the floor. At least Tweedy's showing her range there, bringing the ball up. It's a 1-1. Ooh, Loftus just doesn't get it for the and one, but will go to the line to shoot 2. Wonder what that quick chat was there. Rose Harvey hits the bench and Louisa steps back on for Edinburgh Uni. First one there just hits the front of the ring for Loftus. Knocks down the second, which then allows Edinburgh to put on that full court press. It is causing Strathclyde some problems. Finding the sideline. Ooh. Fortunately, went into the front court, or into the back court and then back into the front court.
Yeah, like you said, that press is really doing a number on Strathclyde, so try to get out there, but it did get a bit messy there.
If anything, as the team having to play against the press, yes, being the pressing team's tiring, but coming up against that all the time is just relentless to be playing against that. Another change there, Malaga coming back in for Strathclyde. Nice little display of behind the back there. Africa again, no fear. Absorbed that contact there from Maela well.
These positive Strathclyde's in, people are confident to be picking up the ball and helping out, even when there's that press. It's not all falling to one person to try and bring it up.
No. Strathclyde look like I don't know what was said in that quarter time timeout, but they definitely look like they've come out and remembered who they are and why they're here, and they knocked down the first of two there from Chidu. Oh, second one goes in and out. Kerr picks up the rebound and out to Fialo. Love the interception there, just couldn't keep it in court.
No, great read by Adams there to come out and actually deny them the ball.
Definitely. Yeah, it's those little things that you just want to tidy up Edinburgh Uni. Louisa with the drive, up and under again, that deep part of the key. I love my wee behind the back today there from Simpson. Yeah. Finds, oh, nice defence. Nice look on the pass. Africa does just come away with it, just as the referee blows for a jump ball. It'll be a Strathclyde ball on the baseline. I think we need to sort of shot clock. Don't think it should be a 24. We'll just look to bring it down. Ooh, that up and under behind the backboard like that's always a bit worrying for me. In case you smack it, it comes right back onto your face.
You're just really limiting your options there.
Tough drive there from Grace Adam, great defence from Tweedy. Forces her to put it out of court, and it'll be an Edinburgh ball. Strathclyde 13, Edinburgh Uni on 30. Just letting that front cut happen. It's not quite dropping at that end for Edinburgh at the moment. Malaga picked it up, brought it up the court, finds Molly McHugh. She's looking to create something on her own. Just maybe one Edinburgh player too many to get past. Ball's tied up. Edinburgh Uni ball this time.
Yeah, I think still Strathclyde are doing well on the boards for the defence. Although Edinburgh are getting those shots, Strathclyde are getting those rebounds and getting back up the court.
Jodie Kidd checking in for Africa. First time on the floor, she'll be looking to get the nerves out the way, play some good deep. Strathclyde still doing a good job trying to pack the key, allowing that outside shot. Kerr takes it in strong, just can't knock it down. Ooh, it's those long loopy balls you feel Strathclyde maybe just need to cut out, 'cause the higher it goes, the longer the defence have got to react, especially when they're quite undersized in most positions against the Edinburgh girls.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Edinburgh have a lot of height there, so if you are going to throw those, you're putting yourselves at risk.
I think it's always hard, even when you're watching from where we are, if you're watching at home, to actually understand the height of the players. But you know, you've got quite a few girls there over the height of 6 foot, but you maybe just don't grasp the same when you're watching it.
No, but it does make all that difference. I think Edinburgh have really used that to advantage so far.
Yeah. Ooh, Malaga really pushing her way through there. I think that was a full arm opening there. Referees seem to be letting the game just play today, which is always good. 3:56 left on the clock of the first half. You know, Strathclyde will just be wanting to chip away at that lead, 17 at the half. You know, if they can get that down maybe just into sort of the very low teens or maybe into 10s, 11s. Heck, why not single digits? And you know, anything's possible. Lovely passing movement there. Tweedy making up for the earlier miss. Stacking our stat sheet, extra offensive rebounds. I know that tactic well. And again, just that little up and under.
I think that's where Strathclyde will make a difference if they can get those rebounds. I think that's when Edinburgh really bring the lead up.
Molly McHugh does a lovely job drawing the player, dishes it off to Kidd. Another foot call, third, fourth of the day. Molly McHugh putting in an absolute shift this game so far. Getting it done at both ends of the floor. Loftus checking out, Jenny Torrance checking back in. Last time she came in, a few threes. Strathclyde will need to be wary of that.
Yeah, they have been packing the key, but if they give her a bit more space, that is something that could be a
Oh, lovely backdoor cut. Really nice. You just see how she absolutely textbook, shows high, cuts back door, player knew where she's going to be, draws a foul. 14 seconds shot clock, ball under the basket. Kidd just put on her bum there, and she's back on it. You can't say
play right there.
Can't say these girls haven't come to hustle. Oh, lovely take by Maela. Caught Simpson on the way to take a layup and was like, absolutely not. Lisa steps round, gets her own rebound on the floor with the ball, and it'll be Strathclyde this time. You almost feel like Edinburgh, they just need to use the backboard a little bit more or take a little bit off their shot and make it a little bit softer. Because at the moment they're getting a lot of sort of the back of the ring, or it's going up and over to the other side. But again, easy to say when you're sitting here calling it. When you're down there with players on your backside and someone hanging off your arm, it's slightly more challenging.
No, but I think you're correct. They have been getting a lot of looks, and that's really, like I said, Strathclyde, when they get rebounds, they're actually doing well. But yeah, if Edinburgh can start getting those to drop, I think they will be seeing that lead extend.
Doubling up just there on the inbounder, really pushing them. Grace Adams, you wouldn't say she was probably their natural point guard or their most normal point guard, but she has been doing a lot for them on that press.
I think our size is still quite an advantage when they're getting that press. They've got a bit of length to keep them away. Definitely.
7 seconds left in the clock, takes a drive. Block out of court, 7 seconds left, Strathclyde to get something off. Ooh, just up and over Torrance's head. Maela, lovely fast hands. Gets on the, oh, that's unfortunate. You know, she did all the hard work. It's almost brain, hands, feet. We're all going in different ways at the end there. But you know, another chance for Edinburgh to set up the press. Another attempt for Strathclyde to have to go down, play against the press. You can see they're all playing quite high on it now. All looking to come and help out. It's almost a 1-4.
I think they just realised they just have to get that ball out of that first bit before they worry at the end.
Wee cheeky front crossover there from Malaga. Another crossover up and under. Can she finish it? Nope. However, Simpson had the follow-up. Another follow-up. Ooh. Third offensive rebound. Nice interception there for Alona. Nice find inside, but couldn't quite finish that.
Edinburgh definitely kept Strathclyde done well to get Edinburgh to only a few points this quarter, so 32-30 to Edinburgh Uni.
Yep, they must be about roughly all evens this quarter. If you can then match that again in the third, take some points off and take another few points off in the fourth. You know, I think a lot of people expect Edinburgh Uni today and to win and to steamroll over Strathclyde, but they are absolutely saying not today.
No, definitely not. I think they did have that bit of a lead in the first quarter, but Strathclyde definitely came out with a better one now. They've really shown themselves.
Edinburgh Uni leading by 19 with 1 minute and 39 left on the clock. Tweedy hitting the bench and Lucy stepping back in. It's a little bit less height inside. Eva Kerr with the 3, doesn't knock it down. Strathclyde come up with the boards, quick dishing out. You always find Edinburgh always have people back behind the ball, don't they? unfortunately travel there by kids. A few kids, you know, she came into the game a bit later, and sometimes when you're lower down the bench like that, you can maybe lack a bit of confidence. But she's come in and done really well, you know, taking responsibility, keeping possession of the ball. Unfortunately, they're in that travel, but you know, is doing good work. Lovely find underneath.
I think something to be a benefit coming off the bench. You've watched the game, you're kind of seeing how things are all
Definitely.
So she's probably got a few extra things that our teammates haven't seen quite yet.
Plus, potentially, because you know you are a bit deeper in the bench, you think, you know, less expectations. Lovely find there. Doesn't quite convert the offensive board. Edinburgh ball. Torrance inbounds to Maella, brings the ball up the floor, dishes it in. Interesting to see one of the smallest players playing in at that free throw line. You know, usually you plonk a big person in there. Doing a great job though. Kerr off with a 3, little tip out, comes back to Lucy. 10 on the shot clock. That little behind the back, I mean, just causes a fumble, takes some seconds off the court, 4 seconds. Nice step through by Kerr, draws a foul.
Again, yeah, although it does look nice, it probably just an easier dish.
Yep.
And just maybe get a few more points for this quarter finishes. Because like I said, they haven't been dominant this quarter, so we just want to put a bit more stamp in the game before we get to the half.
I think those Strathclyde have adapted and they've learned quite quickly to what it is Edinburgh are going to do. They've probably scouted them in advance. And they're sticking to their own game. Eva makes the first of 2. Misses the second. Edinburgh pick up the offensive board. Unfortunately, no. Malaga comes away with it, brings it up the floor. Kerr just looking for that, you know, sitting in behind. Strathclyde need to be a bit more wary of that. Just because a player's behind you doesn't mean they're not waiting to step in front and steal the ball. It's almost like they're teasing you into it.
Yeah, they're just waiting to read that ball as much as you are. So you probably see even better sometimes. See if Strathclyde can finish
it's about 2 seconds difference between the shot clock and the game clock, so you think Strathclyde are going to probably want to run that down, but no. Molly McHugh goes for the shot. 10 seconds left. Oh, nice find. Great interception there from Simpson. Kerr looks back, gives it into Lemon. Doesn't manage to convert that either. So Eamon, great second quarter, I'd say, from if you're a Strathclyde supporter or alumni as I am from Edinburgh's side. You know, maybe not quite the quarter that has bathed them in the glory they were looking for. What do you think is going to be said at half time?
I guess I think Strathclyde, you know, came out strong that second quarter. I think they've seen keep that up. I think that second quarter they've done everything they really should be. From Edinburgh's side, they probably came into that second quarter having that big lead, feeling a bit more comfortable. Although they still do have a comfortable lead, it's 33-13 to them. I would probably be saying from Bart's side, they might just want to tidy that up, especially going into that third quarter. Maybe really extend that lead and be much more comfortable before they start maybe a bit too casual again. Just again, really put a stamp on it and really show again why they are that sort of high performance team in the sort of playing in Bucks Prem.
No, definitely, and I think you kind of hit the nail on the head there. You know, Edinburgh are going to want to show they are who they are, and also Bart's going to want them to perform at the best level. He's not going to want them or Strathclyde to think, oh, you know, we're in this. He wants to go out and make a point. So, although, yep, 20 point at half time, we're making it sound as if it's 2 points, but you know, they'll be looking to extend that out and be able to keep their bench rotations up. Just over 13 and a half minutes left until the second half starts, and we will be back with you then. So we are just about 40 seconds away from the start of the second half, where Edinburgh Uni are currently leading Strathclyde University 33 points to 13 in the SSS Trophy final, which will see one of these teams take away the silverware today. At the moment it's looking like, Edinburgh are going to do that, and they have been playing some excellent up-tempo basketball. Strathclyde though finding themselves more so in that second quarter. They'd lost the opening quarter by 15 points, 5-20, but then in the second quarter, they came back out, showed what they are made of, and went down only 8 points to 13, so by 5. So they'll be looking to continue with that same sort of up-tempo, good basketball that they were playing, and look to maybe take this third by a couple of points and cut into that margin again. So we get underway. Rose Harvey, I was into Maela, lovely pass, finds Elise Tweedy under the basket. Just feel like Edinburgh aren't quite finishing those easy shots today, and an easy fill given away there by Kerr. And Strathclyde with a chance to inbound it again, fresh 24. Eamon, what are you looking forward to seeing in the second half of this game today?
I'm just hoping Strathclyde come out the same as they started that last quarter, with a lot of confidence, a lot of desire. So obviously we've started this quarter 33-13. Just for those watching on the live stream, unfortunately it is showing the wrong way round. So it's not Strathclyde who are in the lead, it is Edinburgh University who are 33 and Strathclyde 13.
Hopefully we've just not crushed anyone's dreams there. Africa doing well to keep the ball alive. Big block there from Elise Tweedy, but then manages to reclaim it. Grace Adams stepped through, another block there from Strathclyde. Picked up another offensive board. 24 seconds. Violation there though, so Edinburgh will get the ball. Kerr just seems to be holding, not sure if it's her hand or quad there. But they get the ball in. I think Strathclyde, they're going to stick with that zone. I think they think it's working, it's been effective. Second quarter, you'd definitely say that we did. Rose Harvey is the 3. Big pull down there from Tweedy. Again, just not quite finishing that.
I think quite right, Strathclyde's zone, don't think they have to change anything at the moment. It is working well for them, as long as they get those rebounds. That's the correct way to go.
Simpson just kept the ball alive there. Ooh. Just having a quick look at the score sheet at half time. Nobody really in any foul trouble for either team. Jenny Torrance sitting on 2 fouls. Louisa also sitting on 2 fouls. Eva Kerr herself has just drawn her second of the game and second of the quarter within the past minute and 7 seconds. Africa knocks down the first shot. And takes the second as well. She's been consistent from the line today. Hopefully that's not a commentator's curse. Bart Sengers there just encouraging, you think, a little bit of pushing the tempo there.
Yeah, I think that's what Bart wants to see this half coming out. Just really pick up that tempo again, put the kind of stamp on it and show that why they're in charge.
Tweedy just realising it wasn't maybe going to be a shot. Another one of those behind the back passes, doesn't come off. Strathclyde with a chance to come back down the floor again, but Edinburgh do that so well, don't they? That transition D, they find someone, they mark them. Kerr makes Malaga turn the ball over. Ooh, draws the foul. Malaga went there for the block, unfortunately caught the body as well.
It's nice to see we do have Caledonia Gladiators women's head coach Miguel in the audience watching the game.
Yeah, I think he's in scouting. He was asking me about a few of the players. Want me to go and check who they've played before and nationalities. So who knows? Maybe somebody will be walking away with a pro contract today. Eva Kerr knocks down the first. Chantel Handy just joined as well. Obviously GB legend superstar. Eva Kerr knocks down the second. I know if I was at university and they had 2 people like that watching my game, I'd be absolutely buzzing to have that level. But I suppose when you're in the game, they probably won't even notice.
No, they might not notice, but yeah, I think maybe afterwards knowing that's the sort of people that come to watch the game is probably a great thing to know.
It's also great for university basketball in general, you know, that girls, females are aware that, you know, they are being watched in university basketball. For a lot of us it can be seen as being a bit of fun, but it is there and it can be taken seriously and maybe give you other outlets and opportunities.
Yeah, absolutely. I think this tournament offers that, and obviously I know Edinburgh, that high performance, offers that pathway for those wanting to continue in a professional environment. So yeah, to have the Scottish team coaches down looking at that is a great benefit for us in the professional game.
Just Edinburgh tying the ball up there. Jump ball, whoever goes away, Strathclyde. You also wonder if tiredness is going to come into effect. I mean, we know Edinburgh Uni, they're in the gym, they're used to playing big minutes, these girls. But you wonder if that's going to have more of an effect on Strathclyde as the game progresses.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I say, with that high performance setup Edinburgh have, they are in the gym and training a lot more. They've had a lot more games this season though, so I guess it's how that weighs out. Is it more games giving you more fitness, or is that just a lot of tiredness on those legs?
But then they're all pretty much under 21 on the floor, so I'm like, nah, they're all young. You don't get tired at that age.
No, that's true. I remember that as well.
Yeah, the good old days.
The good old days, yeah.
After just crossover not coming off for her there, finds Tweedy. Nice little spin move. Doesn't quite finish it again. She's hustling back though in defence, that's what you like to see. Make a mistake, fine, but then make sure you get back. Edinburgh doing well, keeping Strathclyde on the perimeter. Simpson there was just looking for a way through, but they were not for giving her one. Harvey, little stop and step. Doesn't come off Tweedy, the big board, knocks it down. I feel like that will maybe settle her. She had a few misses, but she was able to get, textbook up off the backboard. Magic box, as we would say, and poaching to V1s, and then it goes.
Yeah, if she can start doing that, then that's again when Edinburgh really starts to extend that lead.
Kerr doing well, using her size there. Keep turning Adams. Force the turnover, get the score. Strathclyde forced into a timeout as Edinburgh Uni lead 39-15. You feel like Edinburgh have just sort of cranked it up a notch from half time. Feel like maybe Strathclyde got the upper hand in the second quarter, even though they still lost it by 5, but they really want to come out and make a statement now.
Yeah, I think it was that, Strathclyde came out second quarter, really wanted to make sure that gap didn't get too large, but now Edinburgh kind of want to make sure they again highlight why they are that high performance team, and they do have the players to do it.
Definitely. I'm sure Coach Sengers will be down there just asking for more of the same from his players, and also though you do think he's gone back to his sort of stronger, more consistent 5 from today, so he'll be looking to be able to get the other players in and maintain that level, because you can never win a game with 5. And although nobody's sitting in particular foul trouble, he's going to be thinking about other games down the line where maybe people will get into foul trouble, they're not able to travel. Both sets of students will have exams coming up or currently, so that's all going to interrupt both teams' flow as well. Strathclyde will just maybe be looking to settle their nerves, remind themselves they can compete with this team, they can get their own shots to drop, they can beat the press, and can they just now take their game up that next few percent, just like Edinburgh have.
Yeah, it's not Strathclyde heads haven't dropped or anything, still got the confidence to keep going. Like I said, maybe a few more points to drop for them to feel it.
Eva Kerr gets yet another steal and converts it. Those balls over the top, they always good when they come off, not so good when they don't. Myla just using some of her speed and strength there, coming around the back, causes the foul though in the process on Simpson. Be a Strathclyde ball from the side. You do feel like though they've not been able to get much offence going because that press, with Edinburgh scoring, being able to put on the press. Molly drills a foul there. I think that'll be on Rose Harvey, number 6. Which will put her onto her first of the game. Misses the first. Should be looking to knock this one down. And Strathclyde themselves as well, they'll be on to put out a statement, playing in Tier 1, sitting behind St Andrews at the moment, but they'll be looking to try and win that division themselves.
Yeah, I think they'll be reflective. They can come up, have a good game against Edinburgh, put in a good fight, then they'll be kind of looking at their own tier and thinking actually we should be able to put in a really good effort against these other teams.
And I guess the other thing with university basketball is, you know, it can be so up and down. It's not quite like the collegiate system in America when they heavily recruit. It tends to be more so who comes to university, and you can have a good team for a couple of years and then maybe not so good, and maybe that's proven by Strathclyde, you know, only coming back up into Division 1. So the fact they're able to compete, having come up from a division below, is great, and they've now just forced Edinburgh Union into 24-second violation. So great defence there from them.
Yeah, like you said, obviously it's a bit different over here, not always sure who you'll get, and we do have the January window coming up, I guess, where most unions do see a lot of international students arriving around that period.
Okay.
So you don't really know who you'll get in at that point, so you never know. The second half of the season could have quite a big change. If you do get some internationals coming just for the one semester, it can have a big impact. Okay,
and are they still allowed to register then?
Yeah, as long as the courses cover enough sort of credits, points, they can participate. So it might just be master students.
Curveball.
Yeah.
I didn't realise that. So that's so. Whereas in other leagues, you know, obviously you've got to be suited and booted from the start of the season. But then at university, you can have players in and out. And interesting. So maybe somebody will be watching this stream today and they'll be thinking, I want to go join Edinburgh Strathclyde, and
that's quite
next
right,
thing you know, we've got an next WNBA superstar playing. Do you tend to find you get many mature students playing in student basketball? You know, you tend to think student basketball, actually you think younger players, sort of that bridging between under 18s and seniors, but do you find that there's been maybe an upward trend in more master students playing? Or?
I think it's still predominantly undergraduates you'll see playing, but no, there's still a lot of postgrads. I think that's when you can sometimes see as well that you might see a student playing for one team for a few years, but then they move on to go to their undergraduate at another Scottish university, and that comes have quite a big change. But as those sort of internationals maybe come in the January, a lot of them will probably be postgraduates as well.
Nice little behind the head pass actually there, and that one did come off, so it did look good, and it will make the highlight reel, I'm sure. Kerr with another steal just as Simpson went to the hoop. She'd just been able to keep it a little bit higher. Lisa just misses that layup. She needed to go off the backboard. I think it would have dropped easily. Tied up on the floor with Kerr, and it'll be an Edinburgh ball. Kids coming and checking back in. To me, that's an interesting sub. You know, Kid coming in for Bailey there. Bailey, one of the taller players on the floor. Kid now come in, one of the shorter ones. But Coach Debbie Hart will know her team. She'll know what they're capable of. I think the referee's just sorting the shot clock there. Lucy Lemon, Jenny Torrenson, and out go Rose Harvey and Elise Tweedy. Now this is where maybe Bart Sengers has rotated his bench round. Can they then, it's almost halfway through, well, just over halfway through the quarter, can this sort of second rotation, yes they can, keep up the great start to the third that the other five have, and with that three from Torrance, I think they're going to show that they can.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what she was just brought on for. Within seconds she's done the job there.
And that's some talent to be sitting a bit cold, you know, and still come out, knock it down. Ooh, going for the long pass. I was wondering if anyone from Edinburgh Uni was going to pick that up. There must have been a bit of miscommunication there. Africa goes in, draws the foul. She will go to the line to shoot too. I like how she plays, you know, no fear, gets it done.
Definitely not bothered by the contact either, not being put off by it going in there. Some players sometimes get a bit shy, but she's been happy all day, make that drive, any contact she'll just go through it or just take it and go for the shot.
Nice, knocks down the first. I think sometimes as well players thrive, some players thrive on contact. I know sometimes, you know, if I'd go to the basket and nobody hits me, I'm like, and then the shot goes awry, whereas you almost wait your shot to deal with being hit.
Yeah, I think that's the anticipation for it. Your body's probably going to freeze up to take the hit, but if it doesn't come,
then you're not, you're stuck. There's another over the back. Lucy makes that one go.
It's one of those trick passes that finally came off quite nicely there for Edinburgh.
Yep. Simpson does well, hitting the middle, finds the pass to Kids, finds herself open, nice step back. Almost a nice wee set shot there.
I think she kind of threw the defenders there by actually pausing.
Not sure if Bart was showing off his bowling technique there, or if again he's asking them to up the tempo, get down the floor quicker. Ooh, little rejection there. Say off a pass, not so much shot. Simpson questioning herself. You kind of just saw her thought process of I don't want to get blocked here, but maybe if she'd just gone up strong, could have tried to draw the foul.
I think that one, although you've got that bigger person, you need to go take the physical contact and want to get that foul.
Yep. Torrance bringing the ball at the floor, inside. Adams with the block, another block there on Lemon under the hoop. Then that criminal thing of maybe not quite happy, satisfied with how you finished, so you go and make a foul. Edinburgh just having a quick chat amongst themselves. I mean, they've got nothing to panic about at the moment, but again, they'll have their own standards, they'll have their own expectations that they're wanting to maintain.
Yeah, having the 48-19 lead at the moment, that is quite comfortable.
Yeah.
But as I say, Strathclyde aren't being put off, they're still going out there.
I think Africa's maybe just been hit on the nose, some part of the face. Yeah, it looks like it's maybe a nosebleed. First aid getting the gloves on, so there must be blood involved somewhere. Now she's a key piece for Strathclyde, so they're going to be looking to probably try and get her patched up and back on as quickly as possible.
Absolutely.
Hopefully it's not one of those nosebleeds that just keeps going and going and going and going. Now Edinburgh, interestingly, they're in the penalty for fouls, they're in 5 fouls, so that means Strathclyde will get to go to the hoop and shoot 2 every time they get fouled from now on, even if it's not in the act of shooting. So that's something they're going to have to exploit and try and go at it. Kerr going to the bench and Aaliyah 32 checking back in. Kids can't get that one to drop. Interesting little jump on the free throw, makes it good on the jump shot that you'd normally shoot. She shot it from her feet. Nice ball rotation there from Edinburgh. We skip pass over the top, finds Torrance into Lemon, kicked back out again. 3 goes up and it's good from Caprici. Grace Adams again bringing the ball up the court, just looking to try and set a pick for her, give her some space. Molly McHugh driving into trouble there. You had 4 players. Lisa doing well, keeping the ball. Adams sneaking through, taking that out from Jenny Torrance. Kid was feeling it, she went for the 2, unfortunately doesn't go in.
Again, confidence still there from Strathclyde, have a go.
There's Torrance. Doesn't go that time. Strathclyde doing a good job there to keep Aaliyah on the baseline, not giving her that option. It does go out, but it will be an Edinburgh ball with 12 seconds on the shot clock. Another long range 3 comes in. Oh, McHugh just feels she may be getting a bit tired there. That was a bit of a lazy attempt at a rebound.
Like I said, she's been involved with offence and defence today, so she's going to get to that point.
Oh, didn't realise banks were open on Sunday, but in it goes. We did say they needed to use the backboard a bit more, and she most certainly did. Nice little pick. All the way to the hoop, doesn't get it to go. Edinburgh come up with the rebound. Strathclyde are like, absolutely will not give you that easy. Edinburgh draw the foul. That's Strathclyde just puts them on to 2 for this quarter. Scoreboard at the minute actually looks like everybody in Strathclyde maybe wants to get a foul. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players on 1 foul for Strathclyde. I think that's what you call sharing it. But when you're sitting in a zone, you are less likely to cause those fouls, as opposed to when you're playing man to man. Strathclyde doing well just to keep a hold of that ball, but that pass over the top again. Just unfortunate there. Ariona taking the ball out there from the front, man in the back. Simpson and Kidd checking out, and we have Melissa Graham and Sophie Shepherd, captain, checking back in. This is Melissa Graham's first time on the court. Oh, nice interception there from Lemon. Gets out to Louisa, who's pushing the floor hard. Goes for the finish, nicely composed. She's just found a lovely little gap there in the middle, didn't she? Molly McHugh just left open there. Surprised there wasn't an Edinburgh player right on her. They seem to love that corner side, and that's just, you know, that's defence's like ideal place to be. Finishes with the right and the left. Strathclyde just look like they're maybe tiring a little bit, running out of some ideas as Edinburgh pushed to a 37-point lead. Another turnover. Sharing the ball. Ooh, nice finish at the hoop. Referee saw a foul. Edinburgh up off the bench, liking that there. A minute and a second to go of this quarter. You'd like to think, you know, Edinburgh probably feeling that this quarter's gone their way.
Yeah, I think this is where they were going to come out, actually really put a stamp on it and actually show how much control they can really get into. They have done that, getting close to the 40-point lead now.
Knocks them both down. Pushes it out to Edinburgh 59, Strathclyde 20 with 57 seconds left in the clock. Strathclyde maybe starting to struggle a bit against that defence. Edinburgh found their confidence again with it. That'll send them to the line for two. That's the thing when you're playing a trap pressure defence there, you've got to make sure that you're not sticking your hands in, because that's just an easy call for the ref because they're standing watching it. Got to keep your hands in the air.
Yeah, like you said, Strathclyde now going to go straight to the line, so they're probably just waiting for that opportunity.
That pushes 12, Louisa onto 3 fouls. The captain Shepherd, she misses the first. Look to correct that on the second. And it's good. Just over a 2-possession game left. Strathclyde still sitting that tight 2-1-2. Giving up the free throw line to try and clog the back. Leah did well in that up and under. Lucy chasing down the boards, but goes out for Strathclyde ball. Another little turnover there. Molly gives away a little foul of her own, which will push her on to her third, so she maybe needs to be a little bit careful now moving into that fourth quarter.
Yeah, although they've got a lead, I don't think she wants to be sitting for the rest of the full quarter.
Nope. I think Coach Hart will leave her in though and just trust her not to commit a fourth in the last 28 seconds. First one no good. Looks to knock down the second. And it's good. Edinburgh using that sideline effectively, pushing the player there. Doesn't get the finish. Down on the ball for a jump ball, and it'll be a Strathclyde ball. Clock still running. I think they noticed that as well, the refs. There we go. So they'll hold the clock probably for 4 seconds, so 20, just over 20 seconds left on the shot clock. And the shot clock will be turned off because there's less than 24 to go. And I guess the referees will keep a hold of the 8 in their head.
Hoping the players realise that as well. So.
Yeah. Strathclyde just get it over the half. Under a lot of pressure there. Finds Graham. Not able to keep a hold of it. Ball goes out of play. Off the foot.
That's another for today's tally.
Yeah.
I think.
10 seconds left on the clock. Finds Molly down in the base corner. Oh, nice. Long range 2. 3 seconds on the clock. They're going to go for the long range 3. And it. Ooh, a little bit more on that and it's been in. So end of the third quarter, we are Edinburgh Uni 59, Strathclyde Uni 24. And as much as you would like to think Edinburgh Uni have pretty much got this game wrapped up now, what do you think Strathclyde are going to set their aims for this last fourth quarter?
I think it's just get that deficit lower. Like I said, Edinburgh have came out showing, really extended that lead. I'm not saying that Strathclyde are going to give up, but I think they've been realistic. This is coming out, try and make sure they don't allow that lead to extend any further, and they kind of leave that score more reflective of the whole game. Because Strathclyde have done a great job so far today, so it's just making that score maybe a bit closer.
Yep, Edinburgh Uni taking that quarter 26-11, so back to that 15-point turnaround in the fourth. Wonder if Bart Sengers, if he's keeping track of the stats over there, if he'll be saying, look, 15 seems to be our cap at the moment, let's see if we can push on past that and really finish this game in style. Minute to go until the fourth quarter, and we will be back with you then. So, fourth and final quarter just about to get underway. Edinburgh inbounding it in the backcourt to Maella. Out to Rose Harvey. Some lovely interplay there. Sweeney comes up the boards. However, Bailey just able to put her under enough pressure there. Force the ball out of court. 13 seconds on the shot clock on the Edinburgh baseline. Loftus comes free. Up to Rose Harvey at top. Now she's a good 3-point shooter. I feel like we've not seen her shoot enough today. Then you can also argue that's good decisions, finding her teammates. Nice take to the basket.
They just had so many other options, I think she felt they need too much.
Yeah. Malaga, we didn't see much of her in the third, but she's come back out in this fourth. Oh, nice find on that pass there. Dishes it out. Shot from Simpson. Knocks it down. Strathclyde have righted those wrongs in the first quarter. Really couldn't buy a basket in the first few minutes, and every other quarter they've come out and managed to score pretty quickly. Graham gets a big block there on Kerr.
Might need to give some great credit to Coach Hart's team talks there.
Yeah.
So they have an impact straight onto the court.
Maybe need to get those recorded and get them on the YouTube. Oh, never seen a referee move so fast.
The balls went a bit of a wonder in the backcourt.
He's just making it chill on the way back. He's running his own fast break there. I think we called it right. Strathclyde picked his own, sticking with his own. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And I think they probably reckon, match-up wise, it's probably a safer bet than playing man-to-man.
Yeah, especially now after into the fourth quarter. I'm sure the legs will be getting tired. Just having that zone, helping each other out is probably the best choice.
Kerr comes up and under, doesn't get it to fall. Dishes it out to Molly. You can see she was looking there, couldn't you? On the long ball. Oh, lovely front cut. Simpson again, doesn't quite get a finish. Graham's come out to take some boards this quarter, hasn't she?
Yeah, just a bit unfortunate to hold on to it there.
Oh, Bailey, apologies. Oh, Molly went for the smart play trying to go off the feet, but Rose was wise to that 3-on-1 situation. Loftus with the finish, and it's in. Down the middle. You just feel like if Tweedy hadn't had quite that length, maybe what Rodriguez Malaga needed to do was a wee step through on that one, you know, jump stop, go through her.
But like I said, Tweedy's been a great benefit Edinburgh today, just that length and height she's got because of real problems.
Definitely. I think length is the important part there, you know. She is tall. Lovely work from Bailey. Knocks it down on that rebound. I mean, it's hard to criticise a team who are up by pretty much 40 points, but you know, today they have been a little bit sometimes sloppy on that rebounding.
Yeah,
you'd expect them with their height and their ability to maybe take in more boards than they have. We obviously don't have the stats in front of us. Lovely steal there by Harvey, but maybe something to work on for the future.
Yeah, like I said, although they've got a very strong lead now, I'm sure that's something the coach Bart will be looking at, just obviously wanting to improve on that point as they come into against teams in the higher leagues. There's always room for improvement, I guess, that high performance mentality.
Just going in for that long ball over the top there. Always make me nervous. Another just not able to get on the end of that Molly there. A little bit too much on it from Grace Adam. Tweedy popping out the 3-point line. Do you think we'll see her knock down the 3 today?
I think
lovely dish inside. Molly just caught napping there. Although having played, I think, pretty much every minute of the game, I think it's acceptable at the odd time the feet don't quite move as quick as the brain maybe wants them. Another turnover there, draws a foul. Number 12 pushing her on to 4 fouls for Molly. 6:55 left to play of this SSS Trophy final. Maybe a little bit early to be talking about it, but who do you think would take home MVP today? And how do they decide on MVP for those?
So the MVP vote, apologies. Both coaches will get a vote in that, and then the referee teams will decide.
Okay. So do each referee get one vote, or does the referee team as a whole get a vote?
This is the team as a whole.
Okay, so it's a 3, so it's not it can't be tied.
No, that's how we want to try and avoid. There's obviously no ties there.
And does anyone know who anyone else voted for? Is it a secret thing?
Usually just the coaches themselves before actual interaction. The refs, obviously they will have a discussion on it,
yep.
But obviously the head coaches know it's just more their kind of straight opinion.
Ooh. And who would your money be on today?
I think there's been quite a few though. I think, like I said, Tweedy and the physical presence given has been a great shout, but on Strathclyde side, like Africa has also been a great benefit from them, really trying to keep that sort of momentum. So I think there's quite a lot of options there, and I guess it's always the challenge in deciding that. People's opinions are very subjective there.
No, definitely. And I guess what we see in players and what the coaches expect from their players, who see them week in, week out. Lovely work. Burst, bleeding nose 1 minute, back on, turn around, knocks down the shot the next. I've really enjoyed watching her play today. There she is on the boards again. Tweedy knocking it down. Goes Harvey for 3. Told you she can shoot. $70 points to 30 leads us with just under 6 minutes to play in this fourth quarter. Edinburgh just giving away quite a few fouls, do you feel, at the moment?
Yeah, again, that's maybe something, although you've got that lead, so you might not worry about it as much. Definitely something you want to correct for future. You don't want it to be in a very close game, coming down to sort of team fouls are kind of leaving you quite open.
Strathclyde just calling the timeout there. I imagine, you know, it's not necessarily going to be we need to do this to win, but it's going to maybe be looking to stay away from those sidelines that they keep getting caught under, and maybe just inside, maybe get a body in front of Elise if she's down in that low block. They seem quite happy to leave the player open at free throw line, or whether it's not, they're happy to do that, but that's just what's happening. But you feel like if they could cut away that pass, that would maybe take away some of Edinburgh's offence.
Yeah, I think they just have so much to worry about. They're all having to kind of prioritise at different points, but that is the challenge when you come up with such a good team as Edinburgh. They do have so many options there. I guess it's hard to cover every point.
No, I think that's what you've got to, like you said, you've got to prioritise. you can't always do everything at once, so you've just got to pick. And also, similar to the men's game, I assume teams Edinburgh Uni will be, because of the different levels they play at and the exposure they've had, but Strathclyde maybe not so used to playing with 3 referees either, although it doesn't seem to have disrupted them, but you know, it's always going to be a tighter game if you've got 3 sets of eyes watching, as opposed to 2, and sometimes even 1 referee at university basketball.
Yeah, obviously try and avoid that one ref at a uni game, but unfortunately sometimes that's where it goes. So yeah, again, part of the trophy event for men and the women is that high performance element, creating an environment which is not always going to be used to. So it's great to have 3 very well qualified table officials down, been helping us in both fixtures. So again, it gives a more performance professional environment that some of the students, Edinburgh probably have a bit more experience there, but any of the other students playing, it might be a new thing for them, which is obviously great to have.
And also playing on a court that's only got basketball lines.
Yeah.
That's quite a big deal. Even in Scotland in general, that's quite a big deal to only have a court. And we didn't have to wait for badminton to finish. So
I was going to say, I knew my counterpart Rory, he would have been saying it if he was here.
I'm sure we mentioned it last week. We need to get that chip off our shoulder.
No, but it is, I think, that for many of them it will be that time they've had a professional basketball court at such a high level, so probably something they've just had to get used to, but I'm sure they'll appreciate it also.
Nice little find in there, down the back to Eva Kerr. You just feel like Edinburgh really finding that gap down at the back that they maybe didn't have at the start. Is it because Strathclyde are playing a little bit higher, a little bit more tired?
I think it's probably a bit of both. I think some of the Edinburgh shooters have came out, so I think they're maybe starting to get worried coming up. But yeah, I think the tiredness will come in there, and it's just that being able to kind of get round the back. Edinburgh might just be a bit more fresh, and that's just taking advantage of it now.
Yep. Back to a strong rotational 5 here from Edinburgh to see out the game. Oh, just a little travel there from Rose. You saw she went to shoot and then thought, oh, maybe I'll drive, maybe I'll pass, and then her feet did all 3 of those actions.
I think that's just great. Adam still kind of keeping up the tempo there and putting in defence, not just letting them kind of go by. So still challenging, making them make mistakes.
Switches on both sides. Sad to see Africa hit the bench, but good to see Jennifer Law hit the floor. And then back in for Edinburgh with Louisa, Lucy Lemon and Iona. Straight into the game, straight at my shot. I like that. I like that confidence. Nice dishing of the ball. Finds it high. Oh, there's an inside pass again. It's like a little sweep spot for them at the moment. It's good they're finding that as well. Simpson bringing the ball up the floor.
I think it's one thing to have that physical presence to dominate down there, but it's that being able to have that point guard that can cut through a pass like that so easily.
Fortunate miss there. Bailey coming down the boards. Grace Adam bringing the ball up the floor. Ooh, she's going for a wee bounce 3-pointer there, wasn't she? Law again. She's like, I'm open, I'm shooting it. And she's not wrong. Strathclyde coming in, trying to close that key down on them. Nice little jumper there from Louisa. Strathclyde will be looking to just play this game out. Edinburgh maybe looking to just pile up the score sheet a little bit more. Unlucky from Bailey, nice little cut. Got the shot off, it's not quite the right angle.
Yeah, like I said, I think Strathclyde's priority here is just try and keep that score down as much as possible.
Yeah. Edinburgh's sharing the ball really well on the offensive end. Rodriguez Malaga all the way up and right. Oh, you wanted that going for sheer effort, getting the ball all the way down under relentless pressure. Kerr turning up the gears, little step through, big block from Bailey. She's had a few of those today. Rose Harvey though coming up the goods. Pass to Lemon, doesn't drop. I feel like the passes are maybe getting there, but are they catching their own players out so they're not finishing them the same, as opposed to a more direct pass or the good old fashioned bounce pass?
Yeah, sometimes I guess the simple approach is always the best.
Coach Hart just rotating the bench round. Harvey to inbound, little pick out to the side. Again coming right under, but keeps the ball alive this time, which does help. I feel like Rose Harvey, a bit of an understated player as well, but every time she's come on she's been quite calm, good with the ball, does the quiet things and does them well.
Yeah.
2:42 left in the game as Kerr and Harvey check out, and Torrance and Aaliyah check back in. Africa back on the floor as well.
Torrance is picking up that corner.
And Strathclyde doing well again to push, Edinburgh Uni into a 24-second violation. It's a bit of a stop-start on that one. But turnover's a turnover. Really pushing down that left-hand side. Doing well holding the ball up. Got to try and keep it low. Lemon comes away with it. Referee just letting a bit of physical play go there, which is good.
Yeah, I don't think anyone wants to see the game kind of getting stopped, so try and let it play out.
Ooh, big pick there from the top. I feel like Strathclyde have maybe quickly drawn up some Edinburgh plays there and trying to repeat them, those little dinky passes inside. Jump ball goes away Strathclyde.
Yeah, you could definitely see what they were trying to do, just didn't come off there unfortunately.
Quick hands. Referee calls it in Strathclyde's favour again. 13 on the shot clock. 2 minutes 8 on the game clock. Edinburgh Uni 76, Strathclyde 30. Just got some hands to it there. Edinburgh Uni 3-on-1. Goes for the finish, little finger roll and in. Credit to Strathclyde, they've been under pressure all game, and I've seen better teams crumble faster than they have and how they've absorbed that pressure.
Yeah, I think even on the offence, the guys, although that def lead for Edinburgh is getting larger, Strathclyde are still going up there, pushing it, running the full court.
Strathclyde back at the line for 2. That was the third foul there on Lucy. First one's good. Free throw shooting on both sides has been pretty good today.
Yeah, I think it'd be a big benefit as well for Strathclyde, getting Edinburgh and team of fouls quite quickly there, so it's obviously added a few points for them.
And it also shows that they're taking the ball to them, not showing any fear. Emma doing a good job hitting the middle, getting the ball up the court. Just looking to get themselves set. Back to Torrance in the corner, big three. Not this time. She's so consistent though from out there that you do not want to be leaving her open if you can get away with it. Ball needs to keep going forward. Under a lot of pressure there, Jodie Kidd. Yep, I was about to say, I don't think that'll be a foul, I think that'll be a travel. Just a couple too many steps. Molly McHugh's 30 seconds of rest, that must be it done. You just hope she'll see out this game. 1 minute 20 to play, she's on 4 fouls. I think coaches also be thinking about maybe their 3rd, 4th year students who potentially won't have the opportunity to play in a trophy final next year, maybe letting them see the game out.
Yeah, I guess that is it's a great opportunity, and like I said, it may not come around again for some of them. So I guess that kind of last opportunity. Those first, second years, I'm sure they'll be hoping that, although it might be a loss today, they'll be back at least in the next couple of years.
Yeah, I guess it's something we've not really touched on today, but Strathclyde University, they've maybe been together a couple of years playing together, university basketball. Don't think many of them have ever played club basketball or Scottish National League basketball together, whereas Edinburgh Uni, they're a very well established programme. A lot of these girls have been playing together now 3-4 years at National League and the Bucks League and the Scottish stuff that they do as well. So that's always going to help. Looking to reply with a 3 at the other end. In and back out. Edinburgh come up with the rebound. 45 seconds left to go. Torrance for 3 again. Up off the top of the backboard, so that'll be a Strathclyde ball. 39 seconds. We've got a 2 possession game. 50 points in it. Edinburgh Uni 81, Strathclyde 31. Ball comes back to Edinburgh Uni. Some good hands there. Standing by your MVP choices.
We'll see. I think the big difference here is what, like you said, what we see up here and what the coaches have seen on the floor is going to be completely different. I think there's an effort there to try to get some MVP votes for that shot.
Strathclyde doing well to come up with the boards there. I was going to say, do you think they'll play it out? No, they take it hard to the hoop. 14 seconds left.
I think that's what you'd like to see, although it's obviously the game's done, but just keep going for that last few seconds.
Yeah, I was wondering if they're going to try and dribble it out, but I think Strathclyde's defence was saying otherwise. Like,
we're
going to play it till the end. But 12 seconds left on the shot clock. Will they go for a last shot? I think they're going to go for a last shot. Passing it around, sharing the ball. Last second, and it's good. That's kind of how you thought they'd sign off on that. So that takes the SS Trophy final in Edinburgh Uni's favour. 83 points to Strathclyde's 31. Overall, Eamon, thoughts on the game?
I think in the end came out, I think a lot of people did. We knew Edinburgh was going to be the strongest team, obviously a high performance programme they've got, but a big credit to Strathclyde, especially that second quarter, how they approached it. I think they did themselves really proud and just represented the university great. So although the result was quite a good lead for Edinburgh, as I said, it was a good game overall.
Yep, congratulations to both teams and extremely well done to Edinburgh Uni collecting their first silverware of the season. I've been Rona Lightbody. Eamon, thank you very much for joining me, and we look forward to seeing you at future events.
finalists, our head coach of the WPBL Caledonia Gladiators, Mr. Miguel Ortega, and assistant coach Emmanuel Andy. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to both teams for being our finalists this year. However, there can be only one champion. And I give you your Triple S Women's Trophy runners-up, University of Strathclyde, with captain number 9, Sophie Shepherd. Number 4, Jodie Kidd. Number 5, Olivia Rucker. Number 6, Laura Rodriguez Malaga. Number 7, Katie Simpson. Number 8, Jennifer Law. Number 10, Grace Adams. Number 11, Melissa Clare. Number 12, Molly McHugh. Number 14, Morgan Kay. Number 15, Africa Shinu. And so, head coach Deborah Hart. Ladies and gentlemen, I give to you your Triple S Women's Trophy champion of 2022, University of Edinburgh. With number 3, Jamie Torres. Number 5, Eva Kerr. Number 6, Rose Harvey. Number 7, Iona Kipianu. Number 11, Maya Blue. Number 12, Louisa Velasquez. Number 14, Eva Loftus. Number 20, Lucy Leonard. Number 22, Elise Tweedy. Number 32, Elia Casillas. And your coaching staff, head coach Mark Singers, and assistant coach Corey Hayes. And here to lift. And here to lift the Triple S Women's Trophy Final trophy is captain number 22, Elise Sweeney. I give you your 2022 Success Trophy winner, University of Atlanta. Ladies and gentlemen, we have one last item to display, and that is for the MVP of the Scottish Student Sports Women's Basketball National Trophy Final. This game goes to, with a whopping 15 points, number 5 for the